Watu wa Mount Kenya, I want to address you. Excuse me. And I want to address you specifically and tell you something. Mtu asikuchukia alafu na wewe ujichukie. You know, someone hates you and then you decide to hate yourself. Let me explain. So when the Kisii meet, it's Egesa. It's okay. When the Luya meet, they call it Mulembe Nation. It's a beautiful thing. Natembeya is always speaking of Luya unity. Nobody calls him a tribal leader. William Ruto himself is speaking of Kalenjin unity. He even gets Gideon Moi. He even appoints so many of his people to cabinet. It's not a tribal affair. Watu wa Mount Kenya mukimit tu hata muende ngemi tu, ngemi. Just the same way they go for Luya night or Abagusi night. We just go for our ngemi and we drink our moratina. Hey, tribal. And then within our own ranks, our own Kikuyu bloggers, wanapatiwa tu, affordable bloggers, tu pesa kidogo. And I can mention some of them, I can't even stand them. They start saying that Kikuyus are tribal. What is wrong with us? We meet and we say that we have discussed as the people from the mountain that we want to go for Ngemi. Or we want to unite and put our votes in one basket that will take care of our tea, our coffee. The reason why people vote together is not because it is the most convenient thing. Sometimes it's not even convenient to vote together. But if we all live in Embu and Mbere region and there's the whole of Moyatabere, we want to bring our votes together and make somebody an MP who will fight for our rice, for example. And we want to vote for someone who will fight for our avocado, for example. And we want to do that at MP level all the way to presidential level. So when we are meeting about our interests and saying that as this region, because there's something we produce that other regions do not produce, we want somebody who at the national level will take care of our interest. And it only becomes useful if our vote is put in one basket. Then Munambo, it is tribal. It's not tribal. We are in the same region. We have the same cash crop. We have the same interests. And therefore, we are voting for our interests. So don't come and tell us we are tribal. By the way, we have no apologies for meeting as Kikuyus. No. You are to apologize. In fact, have you ever heard us telling the Luyas you are tribal? Have you ever heard us telling the Kalenjins you are tribal? Have you ever heard us telling the Abagusi you are not going to meet because you are tribal? Why do we have you telling us we are tribal and then we accept? Hatutakubali. Ile siku mutaacha meeting zenyu as tribes, come and tell us to stop ours. In fact, what we will do is we will scale up our meetings. Tutaziongezea. Because we have never sat to discuss how we are going to disparage another community. We have never sat as a community and said, sisi ni wa Kikuyu, tunaenda kuua wale, ama tunaenda kupiga wale, ama tunaenda kuchoma wale. We have never had those conversations. When we meet as the Kikuyu nation, we say, what do we want for our tea? What do we want for our coffee? Who best takes care of that interest? What do we want for our avocado? And who best represents that interest? We have never met and said, oh, sasa, Wajaluo tutafanya. No. In fact, we never discuss other communities when we meet as a community. We don't. We are not interested. Why would we meet as Kikuyus to discuss the Luya? We always meet as Kikuyus to discuss our tea, our coffee. The Meru meet to discuss their miraa. Sasa utaambia wa Meru wasimit, na wakimit wasiongea Kimeru, na wanaongea juu ya miraa yao. Nyinyi hamuna miraa. Mutaki waongee juu ya miraa yao. Let the Meru meet, let them discuss their miraa. And once they discuss their miraa, let them decide which president best takes care of their miraa interest.
Okay.
If you don't fit the bill, don't say wa Meru ni wa kabila. No.
So let people meet.
Yes.
Okay.